Chris Lee is an amazing person, and he was the former president of production at TriStar and Columbia Pictures. He was the executive producer of movies like Superman Returns and Valkyrie, and he's originally from Hawaii, and he really has a vision to create Hawaii as not only a place to shoot films, but where films get originated. And he wants Hawaii to be really like a center for production, not just a place to shoot. Another thing that Chris is known for is that he started the ACM program at the University of Hawaii. And what that is that's the Academy for Creative Media. Essentially a film, photography, multimedia, animation, game development department within the University of Hawaii. And there's really amazing work and really wonderful and talented people coming out of that program. And he's just really a wonderful person and a mentor to me, and I just really look up to him. And I wanted to sit down with Chris and find out what advice he would give to someone starting out.
A lot of people said when we started, when they said they wanted a film school, we started a film school, Academy for Creative Media. I'm not sure people really understood. It's really designed to be a catalyst to change our industry, to change our economy, to give our kids an opportunity to be a part of the global entertainment economy, which I think Hawaii, because of technological breakthroughs and the arrival of broadband, can definitely be a part of. But I think people still tend to think in what I was sort of a legacy way, which is to say that we're still doing a lot of location shooting, which is fantastic. We've got a great production base. We're adding more movies because we've increased our incentives and everything like that, and we've got great shows like 5-0 and movie shooting here all the time. But there's a difference between being a place that people go to just to shoot in, and it's created somewhere else, and being the place that creates things. And so I think what's really important is that we develop an industry where we're creating our own intellectual property, where we're telling our own stories to the broadest possible audience, but we're also providing entertainment for the world that exists and is created in Hawaii that isn't necessarily just about Hawaii, which is to say there's no reason why we shouldn't be a center of production for video games, for social media, for applications, for animation, and obviously for original stories. And I think that that's where we want to move to. We want to be more like, say, New Zealand, which is much farther from Hawaii from Hollywood than we are, and yet is a massive production center because the New Zealand National Film Commission really supported their filmmakers who went on to make movies like Whale Rider and Utu and Once Were Warriors, but also supported Peter Jackson, who basically, when he came to the forefront of Hollywood and said, well, if you want to make my movies like Lord of the Rings, I'm going to make them in New Zealand. And now it's not just him who's making movies in New Zealand, it's James Cameron makes movies there. The Last Samurai was filmed there. It's a huge production center with a massive studio complex and enormous visual effects facility called Weta. And that's really been my model in a lot of ways, to try to move Hawaii from simply being a place that people come because we have really good beaches and jungles, great crews, to a place that actually is fully functioning, has the full infrastructure, and most importantly, takes advantage of our really talented students. Things have changed in terms of what we can do and what we can't do in terms of the kinds of manufacturing that means something on the global economy. And creative IP is really something that Hawaii, I think, is well suited to do. You may think you have a great idea for a show or a movie or something like that. And you know what? The good news is we have a lot of venues that you can prove it. You can submit to the film festivals. There's a lot of film festivals here now, whether it's the Ohina Short Film Showcase or HIF, which is sort of the mother of all film festivals here, or Maui. These kids, the Rising Suns, they did a short for the Showdown in Chinatown. And it just got them so much attention that all of a sudden they're working on all these movies, and and the people are paying all this attention to them and stuff like that. There's also OC16, which is looking for programming all the time and everything. And then there are the maybe the easier channels because there's no gatekeeper on them at all, which is say like go through YouTube or something. So it's really about getting your work showcased and seen, and you'll be surprised that if it's something people respond to, they will respond to it. They will see it, and you will know if it's any good.